Hitting where it hurts, the rental car giant announcing it will sell 20,000 of their electric vehicles, making the switch back to gas, citing higher than expected expenses. This after the White House previously praised the company. Here to react is former EPA Chief of Staff Mandy Gunasekara. Mandy, thanks for joining us this morning. So Americans don't want these cars, and it's really interesting to see how the rental cars, nobody even wants to rent them.
No, you're exactly right. And we've known this for quite some time. When I was serving during the Trump administration from 17 to 20, we did something called a midterm evaluation where we were talking to the best and brightest engineers and forecasters, and they predicted that at best, EV sales would make up around 6% of the market. Well, if you look today, they're around 1% of the on-road market share. New car sales are a little bit higher, but 1%, and that's because of what you just alluded to. Consumers do not want these types of vehicles because of things like range anxiety. There is not reliable charging infrastructure. And the fact that you have a winter storm coming across this nation, electric vehicles perform about 30% worse in cold weather conditions. And that's not the type of vehicle you yourself want to get in or you want to put your family in, not knowing whether you're actually going to get from point A to point B in a safe, reliable manner.
You know, Mandy, if I was a tyrannical globalist and I wanted to force everybody into an EV car, then I would be focused on charging stations. And they had their transportation bill. It was, I don't know, $1 gazillion, as all their bills are. Why didn't they make charging stations, build them everywhere? Where are they?
Yeah, well, the so-called Inflation Reduction Act allotted $7.5 billion of taxpayer funds, and the Biden administration took that money and sat on it for about 2 years, not building out a single electric charging entity that's reliable. So you have these major shortcomings that continue to play into those range anxieties with consumers. So they're not really doing their part. Look, what they really want to do is they want to limit Americans' ability to freely move around this country. You allude to the tyrannical globalists. It's all about control. And if you can control how and when consumers can go from point A to point B, you can control things like where they live, how they live, what they eat. And that's what this larger agenda from the Biden administration, it's all about controlling the American people to align with their relative goals, not doing what's best for the American people, the American consumer, or looking out for the taxpayer dollar.
Well, I get so much hope in America when I think how they've rejected, as you said, this plot to control them through their vehicles. It's very heartening. By the way, it would make us more dependent on China, and there are so many human rights abuses. There are little children in Africa who are working as slaves, practically, in mines as young as 5, 6, 7 years old. This is a bad deal all the way around. Mandy, thanks for your for how bold you are in speaking about what the true cause is behind this. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Thanks, Mandy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You got it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.